Hello, welcome back and welcome aboard. Today I'll be doing a journey, a rail journey actually, to the Train Your Collection. Rail Journeys, Guided Experience. And we go to Fulda, Frankfurt Fulda, and then we select on the case and go to Regio Rider. I believe that's the way it's pronounced. With the BR114 and the 766.2. I'm going to select that, and the reason why I can do this because I have there's an INI setting within the game, within my game files that allows to do whatever journey mode I would like to do in any order. So that's why I don't have to start at the very beginning where it says Peachy. I can go right to Regio Rider. So Regio Rider, and I'm going to go to Pull. Right at the top, look at it, very nice. So we're going to select Pull, and a loco has failed and its formation need pulling into service. Take your loco from the sidings and finish the service. Okay, so we select. I'm glad you're here. There's a failed loco in Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof and we need to help get the service running. If you sort the yard control box, I'll bring the loco over to you. Insert the key. Okay. So we've been given our instructions to insert the key, so the locomotive will be brought to us. But in actuality, it just we take a little ride first. But there is something that I want to. There's a few things I want to go over real quick, as quickly as I can. So first things first, I'm going to put on my Speedy Gonzales shoes because I'm going to be running around here and it'd be easier if I just run around like Speedy Gonzales, a really old cartoon for those that don't know. Arriba. Anyway, so initially when this was first released, this was causing some issues for some people. In completing this service, not because of what you're seeing here. I don't know how that works. That has no collision geometry, but that does. So it's just some of the things here. Things are just like it's like the world is falling apart. So there's this one here, and then I guess it's the way they made the world. It didn't things didn't work out as they should have. You could see the seams in the world. It's like it's like when they whoever, if you've ever watched a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and they have to rebuild the Earth. I think I think they didn't put all the pieces back together properly. So we need to get we need to get them back here so they can finish fixing the Earth. Come on. The reason I'm coming over here is because when I saw that, I figured, you know what, let me go take a look around, and my curiosity got the better of me, and then I found this. This is for the catenary, and these are insulators. Not sure why they're down here. I think they should be up there somewhere. So, yeah, it's yeah, over here is not that bad. At least I'm not gonna go all throughout this entire yard. But you can see here. You can see it from up top a little bit better, and these masts that hold the catenary are, some of them are sunk into the ground a little bit too much. And these counterweights are designed to keep the tension on a catenary. This one's embedded in the concrete base of the mast. Another see from down here. Look down into the world, yes. There we go. Oh, it's like these Jenga blocks didn't come together too well. So I'm sure there's more that way too, but wrong way. And I noticed this while I was waiting, reading my instructions. I know I can get a bit anal retentive, and I tend to get the ADD moments. Ooh, shiny thing. This actually looks pretty good. Not sure why the ground is like that, but okay. Here we go, some more earthly pieces that are not put together right. And I can honestly tell you that I did not go looking for this. There were the days where I did. And more here. It's some places are worse than others. And I am that type of gamer that I look for ways to break a game. This I can't break. This is not something I can break. I push the game to the limits. And this is not just, to me, this is not immersion. I think some of these sections go actually across. I don't remember where, but the more I looked, the more I found, and over here it all seems to be okay. Well, anyway, I don't understand where are they using a grinding machine and all kinds of, I guess, just sounds to have sounds. This is a train that will be brought to me once I set the points with the box. But yeah, there's some more part of the world that's not put together very well, and I just, again, that's supposed to be free floating to help maintain the tension on a catenary. Okay, I understand. It's a game. But when we're talking about immersion and how real everything is and how true to life, and I'll say that yes, the majority, there's a lot of things that they have gotten pretty much right in many different services and many different routes. Many of the trains are very well designed and put together. Maybe not all the dials and switches and levers are interactable, but at least you get the feeling of being inside that train. So I'm not saying that everything is worthless or no good, or anyway. I wasted enough time here. There's a 30-minute scenario. It's supposed to take 30 minutes. So let's put the key in. But before I put the key in, I do want to show that you can. Okay. Why does that look like it's already set? Oh no, this one point needs to be changed. It's kind of hard to see my little itty bitty tiny pointer, but it's this very thin point that needs to be moved to the left. So you could actually do it here, and there you go, it's set. But as you see, the train won't move. So you can set this manually. I'm just curious, what will happen? I already set it, and that's the one that will be set. I'll zoom in with my Uber zoom here. Put the key in. Okay. The loco is on track 393. Press the 393 button to set the junction. Okay, there's the 393. Oh. 393 button to press. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's changed. But then again, everything starts progressing before I can even turn around and look over here. But here comes our train, here comes our locomotive. Welcome aboard the Pull Journey. And see, wait for the loco. Yes, it has its rear headlights on. So, gotta wait for the loco. Yeah, now we can remove the key. Remove the key. Here we go. Okay, thanks. Climb aboard and I'll give you a lift to the station. Okay. So I don't know why there's headlights on the rear and the front. That should be tail lights. Right now it's a light loco, all by its lonesome. There should be tail lights, not headlights. But yes, those are on. Because I'll go in on this into this cab here. See, the lights are on. So if I turn these off, I can't sit here because the train is in motion and it's AI control. So we use the number 3 key. Headlights. No tail lights. So I'll put these back on because I'm going to need them eventually. I am going to need them. But look, I can see where I've been. It'll make it look like I'm sitting in a driver's seat. Yeah. Too bad I can't do number 3. See, the one thing which doesn't make sense here, we're stopped here. The light doesn't change. I'm guessing it's getting permission from the dispatcher, and that, or did it change? I mean, usually when you get permission, the little white lights come on to indicate that you can pass restricted speed. But anyway, let's get back in here. Let's get to the other cab, and watch what's going on here. What's up, Kojak? Ooh, beam me up, Scotty. Guy just poofs away like. Wait for the train to stop in the station. It's already stopped in the station and coupled up to the now I can sit in the driver's seat in the other one over there. I just want to sit here and make sure that all this is properly set. Oh, look at the train, bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Okay, everything is set properly. Yep. Okay. Nothing to change here. Yeah, only I gotta go that way here. Okay. So before I turn on PZB and SEPA, I thought Kojak, you took off on me. What are you doing here? Well, you poofed from that chair, came to this chair. Come on, hey, goodbye, poof away. C'est la vie, mon chéri. Okay, so put the reverser in. Okay. Turn that screen off. It's actually really useless. Put the lights on. Train brake out of emergency. I did not do that. Yeah, we go 100. Oh, there we go. Okay, everything's a little bit reversed because I'm using real driver mods for all the German trains. So, let's see, that's apply, that brake, the direct brake, indirect brake. Reverser I can put into forward and set the brake key to on, which really should, really I should not have been able to change the brakes in any way without the key being on first. So that really is backwards. Okay, so now we open the door to the right. Okay. Now, there's a reason why I'm not turning on the, well, maybe I can. Yeah, maybe I will. Because there's something I need to show what many people have had problems with when this was first released. PZB on, CIFA on. Yep, all that's okay. PZB 0, I believe that's where it should be. Not changing this. R, definitely for passenger. P, G, and P are for freight. And, yeah, okay. Okay, so we can close this. Okay, can lock the doors. Okay, gonna get going here, and speed limit starts at 40, so we bring the speed selector up to 40. The reason why I'm doing this is to show the wheels. There's wheel spin here. And as you can see, as you saw me select the speed selector. Okay, so the one thing the one thing I neglected to turn off was this brake here, but that didn't matter. This is not holding because the brakes are not working right. So let's turn that off 100%. We're still under PZB control. But the issue that many have had, and as you saw, I was able to drive away with the 766.2 locomotive, a train rather, and that's part of the problem. The brake's not working properly, because that direct brake should have held the train. You should have heard a lot more noise. But one of the problems with now, there have been updates. Yeah, that's it. You can change those as needed. It's beyond the scope of this video, but there is a formula you could use to figure out what the brake settings should be on these. But anyway, the problem here is the brake key is on in this cab car, and this needs to be off. Okay, and that was causing a lot of people problems, where they couldn't drive. They couldn't get moving. I had no problems moving, and now this is my 4th time doing this. I've already done this 3 times. 2nd time today, and each time I had no problems taking off before coming in here and turning off that brake key. Okay, again, TSW5 has been pretty odd, because not everyone will have the same issue. And that goes from PC to PC, Xbox to PlayStation. It's the oddest thing. Some people will have this problem and can't get moving, or have a very difficult time. As you saw, that was with the brake key on in the 766.2, and I neglected to remove the direct brake here, but it didn't matter because the brakes don't work properly here. You have to start braking a lot sooner than you would expect to. And that direct brake should have held the train a lot more, and you should have heard a lot more squeal from the brakes. So, okay, what's the headlights got to do with releasing the brake? So I'm going to go back out with the number 3 rung at the back of the train. Let me see. Okay, and this is for both bogies of the locomotive. Doesn't matter whether it's front or rear. And this is, I think, part of the problem. So I'm gonna give it to 20 this time. We got up to 40. It's not making sense to me why this is happening. Why this is happening. But once you get moving, everything seems to be okay. Okay, I can go up to 60. Okay, alright, I gotta stay at 45. Okay, let's see what this magnet gives me. Okay, limit 165. No magnet there. Okay, what about this one? Okay, so we can go up to 60, so I'll bring this up to 50. Still under PZB control, so while it's showing safe to release, it still shows restricted. So that should change after this bridge here. Here we go. Now we can go up to 80. I'll bring it up to 70. But you notice how the power draw indicator is bouncing? Rogue magnet. Might be for that signal there, I don't know. Bring it up to 90. I really went past it. But that's just, again, another indication that the brakes are not working so great. And I like to stop where I need to stop, and again, at the front of the train. I should have stopped with the front of the, should have stopped right here. And at 15 miles an hour, That should have stopped the train. Okay, lock the doors. Let's see it at 10. Not to mention the sanding tube is flipping through the train wheel. Come on. Let's try 10. Will the same thing happen? No. You don't hear that that weird whine of the electric motor, so bring it up to 20. There it goes. That's why is there a wheel spin? I'm already moving at over 20 miles an hour, kilometers per hour rather. So that just, it's not adding up. Clearly there's something wrong here. They shouldn't be doing this, because the same thing was happening with another service, which was also Frankfurt Fulda. And you can hear it and see it in the amperage draw that when you apply power. You don't have to look at the wheel. Just when you see this bouncing like crazy and you hear that odd electric whine, that's the wheel spin. So I can go up to 140. I'll bring it up to 130. Yeah. Turn off that bouncy ball. Okay, let's bring it down to 100. Let's see if that'll help reduce the speed. No? No, a little bit. $110 coming up. Not sure why that magnet was there. Three magnets in a row with only one signal. Okay. And neither one of them activated, or activated I should say. I think that should be with that signal. 13 miles an hour. Let's see. Still going past the stop point. And that's barely helping any. Okay. So, got a magnet there, PZB. Waiting for that gauge to go down. I should have released that brake sooner. But not too confident in the direct brake holding the train. So it looks like you have to start off real slow. And because everything is in increments of 10, set the speed selector to 10, then 20, and shouldn't get wheel slip. Now, it doesn't look like it right now, so. So we go to 30. So if you increase the speed by 10, by increments of 10, you shouldn't get the wheel slip. Wow, you really do have to start slow with this. For some, I've never seen it start this slow. Most German trains, okay, you know, it's not pedal to the metal, baby, and you know, burning rubber, but you can take off a little bit quicker than that. This one, you really do have to baby it. Okay, so it looks like once you get past a certain speed, you can bring your speed selector up to your track speed. Though I have it at 140 and the track speed is showing 160. That's my margin of error. And I do have a PDF file that's all on the PZB and speed restrictions and all of that. But I got some work ahead of me in translating it from German because I don't speak German. I mean, I've gotten to learn a few things here and there, like bremsen, and V-stall is used for AFB. Not much more. But once you do this enough time, long enough, and run these trains enough times, I guess you get a knack for it, you know. But I think it would be nice if you can adjust the language to your native language. But then again, that might not be feasible. Just that'll just put more work, and it probably wouldn't work out as well as most would hope it would. But many and this topic has come up on the forums, where it's you know, if it's not in German, it's not authentic. It's not, you know, I can't think of it. No magnet for that one. The immersion is not there if it's not in German. So, okay. Bring that down to 100. Okay, bring this down to 90. I'm already at 85. There is a bridge before the last stop. And I think the magnet's in the wrong place. Is this it? I think so. Yes. Okay, we need to get down to 85. So I'm gonna slow this down even more. Okay, I didn't want to stop. Quiet. I didn't want to stop. I wanted to bring it down because now I got to stay below 45. So the reason why I'm doing this, because I'm coming up to the last stop, and I just got put under the control of a 1,000 hertz magnet, which was 85, brought down to 45, but not too, and I initially thought it was much closer together, but it's not. So this is why I'm going to be going a little bit slower here, maybe 20, 30 at the most, even though the track speed is 110, because there is a 500 hertz magnet. And if you look closely, there's a number 10 on the side of the track here. I do believe that that is for the PZB magnet. So I'm going to bring it down to 10, even though the magnet, the 500 hertz magnet, is not that far ahead. I mean, it's far enough ahead. I don't recognize that number 10 speed I'm taking it as a speed indication. I don't recognize it because everything's always been with yellow triangles. And this is why I want to translate that PDF file that I received from another player. Now the 500 hertz magnet is right after, you could see it, it's right after this sign, Hanau Hbf, right there on the right hand side. That's a 500 hertz magnet. So I'm going to bring the train, I'm going to bring it down to 10, because 3 times I went through here and 3 times I got hit by the 1,000 hertz magnet. Then it felt like almost immediately by the 500 hertz magnet. So now I got to stay below 45. And if you watch it, this thing is slowly dropping. I don't know why this is, it's literally dropping, and the faster you're moving, the faster it drops. So, now I'm coming up to another 1,000 hertz magnet. Yeah, let's bring this down to 10 again. 26. 24, and if you're not down to 24, is what I would say you should be at by the time you hit that sign. You should be at 24 kilometers per hour, so you don't get hit with the penalty brake. Now here's another 1,000 hertz. Okay, that made no sense to me. Why am I getting hit with a penalty brake? I acknowledged it, and this is exactly why I deliberately went very slow. 10 to 20 kilometers per hour. And it's that second 1,000 hertz magnet that gives you the penalty. And the first time I thought maybe it was SIFA because I didn't acknowledge it fast enough, but it's not. It's the PZB magnet. This time I went through the 1,000 hertz, I went through the 500 hertz with no problem, but that's the second 1,000 hertz magnet is what gave me the penalty brake. And I was not even close to the 45 kilometer per hour limit. So that's a bit screwed up. I don't believe that's supposed to work that way. So there's no sense in me bringing the speed up to 100 because here's the station and where I gotta stop and where everything ends. And no longer under PZB control, but at 1000 hertz. Okay, so here we go. So I just wanted, before I open the doors, because at that point it'll end the service. I just want to take this time to say thank you for being here, thank you for taking the time to take this journey with me, and hopefully this was helpful and informative, useful, because I really can't give a proper answer because I'm still learning all this stuff with PZB, and everything that I've learned is staying at least 5 to 7, maybe even 10 kilometers below the posted track speed. So if it's 100, you should be doing 90, 95 max, because there's your safety margin. And PZB is not that accurate. As you saw, as I hit that 500 hertz magnet, it went from 45 and just slowly kept dropping down to 26, 26. And as soon as I hit that 1000 hertz, even though I acknowledged it, it still gave me a penalty break. So there's a disconnect. I don't see why I was hit, because that brought it back up to, that magnet brought the speed back up to 45 maximum. So something's not right here. That's my gut feeling. Now, I mean, my finger was literally, I was holding the button, just waiting to press to acknowledge. And that's why I deliberately kept the train at 10 to 20 kilometers per hour, because I wanted to see what would happen. And sure enough, even at that low speed, the problem I had the first 3 times is I brought the train down to below 80 on the first 1000 hertz magnet is what's indicated, and I did it. But then, not realizing that there's a 500 hertz magnet coming, and that one white sign showing just the number 10 on it, that's definitely not 100. And when I hit the 500 hertz magnet, it was showing that I need to come down to I forgot what the speed limit was the first 3 times, but I couldn't bring it down fast enough. This time I deliberately stayed below, just taking a wild guess, stayed below 20, and sure enough, the 500 hertz magnet did not give me a penalty break, but yet the 1000 hertz did, while acknowledging it. So what is the disconnect, or am I missing something? Either way, let me know in the comments. Correct me where I'm making a mistake if you feel that I am. Suggestions on where I can get more information, that would be helpful. Or if you can, just tell me, here's what you did wrong, or here's what you should have done, and here's what you didn't do. I do look for the comments and ideas on this, because this is not other games like Zusi, okay, which some people do compare it to, because from as it's even written up on Steam, it's derived from an actual training program that's used to train train engineers, drivers, maybe conductors also, and that's supposed to be very, very accurate. Clearly, it's not here because you'll find magnets just willy-nilly laid out and they're not active, but then again, you don't know that. That's why I acknowledge every single magnet that I see. And PZB really isn't that much of a problem once you understand or get a good, at least I feel like I have a decent understanding, and once you get the hang of it, it's really not that hard. But this here, right near the end, okay, I could see there's a red signal. Oh, there's a red signal, but that's after the station and coming to a stop at the station. Ooh, airplane. Ooh, boy, look at that. It's nice to see the airplanes are back in the game. 1,000. Okay, shiny thing. Sorry, ADD moment. But yeah, there you go. I was able to pull the passenger service with the brake key on, and it really should be off. But again, not everyone will have the same outcome. Some people were unable to do anything. And as you see, the brakes do not work very well. They actually work better on a different scenario with Folder. So this needs a little bit of TLC. Well, actually needs a lot of bit of TLC. And if you're using PZB, especially on a service like this, or when you see something like that, again, by all means, correct me where I'm wrong. I don't think there should be 1,000 hertz, a 500 hertz, and another 1,000 hertz. Okay, maybe they're not, right on top of each other, but you could say it's about a little bit more than the length of the train before the bridge, and right after the sign for Hanau Hbf is the 500 hertz magnet. Oh, that one where the gantry is for the signal lights giving you the proceed with caution because you have to stop at the station. That's where that other 1,000 hertz magnet is, which is right after the 500 hertz. And that is definitely less than the length of the train. And you have to slow down quite a bit. So, I don't know. I know I'm doing a lot of yapping here and just trying to give some information and explain what I'm seeing and what I'm experiencing. I tried to show as much as I could. You know what? Talking about show, this time let me go back with the free cam. Okay. I'll get a freeze frame from the video showing what the signal status is on this gantry with these signals. But here's a 1,000 hertz magnet that brings you it enforces the 85 kilometer speed limit. As you come through here over the bridge, you're under the 1,000 hertz magnet. You need to stay at 85 kilometers or below. And as you come across this bridge, okay, you see this sign here. And it's also on this side here with an arrow Again, still got a lot to learn about the German safety systems, but it looks like it's 10 miles an hour. I do believe that is 10. It could be 100, pointing at either this track. It could be for this track, or it could be for this one. Because I'm having a hard time translating that PDF. See, this one shows 11, so you know what? I'm gonna go with that's 110, going in that direction, and 100 in this direction. So if this is supposed to indicate 100, okay, and I deliberately stayed at 10 to 20, okay, and you're coming down here, you come up to the sign here, Hanau Hbf, and here is the 500 hertz magnet. Okay, so there's a 500 hertz magnet, and I mean, I wish I could get a ruler out and measure this, but this is the indication to slow down, caution, next light could be red, which currently it is. But then here is the next magnet, 1000 hertz. And this is where I got hit with the penalty brake, moving at 20 kilometers an hour. So this is going in the opposite direction, unless that magnet there is active and somehow interacted with the train, which I doubt, because it's usually on the right-hand side going in a direction that you're going. But if you're going east, the magnet will be to the right of your train. If you're going west, it'll be to the right of your train this way. The magnets are always to the right of your train. But those are the three magnets that you have to watch out for on this service here. There's, whether you do it as a journey or a scenario. It's 1000 hertz, 500 hertz. So yeah, that's about the length of two lengths of the train almost, and then you get hit by another 1000 hertz. So I'm not. This is what I don't think that should be. And it looks like there is no, other than that one sign, that's number 10, which would, I started to say 10 kilometers per hour, but I don't think so. I think it's, again, this is where I need to learn more. But again, as I said, in my gut feeling, I think that's incorrect, the way those magnets are placed. I could see a 500 hertz magnet approaching this platform, yes. That I would expect. But in between two 1000 hertz magnets, I haven't seen that yet. Or because now this is also a different route, so it could be very different. It's full though, so that's enough yapping from me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Smash that thumbs up likes button, and subscribe and share. You know, it won't hurt, and it'll show me and help me. Again, anything that you may have that can help me improve and learn more, by all means, let me know. Take care. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all who celebrate the holiday. And have fun and enjoy the time with your family and friends. Stay safe, and let's let the people out of the train. Thank you for your help today. Let's see how you did. Okay, only got dinged for one overspeeding. Didn't expect to get any different. I really don't watch the scores that much. I'm more concerned about how I performed and how well I did. That's it. That's my biggest concern, is how well I did in the performance of my duties as a train driver. So that's that. Take care, and bye-bye for now.